Hi, I'm Angela Martin and welcome to number 240 Jeffrey Road, a no-through road in Kuranda. This is just a beautiful, comfy lifestyle property, and it has so much potential, flexibility to create or develop your ultimate dream, your lifestyle, your way of living. And that could be just tropical beautifulness. It could be you want self-sustainable living, or you just want space for your children or your horses or your animals to run around, or you might just want to escape the world or come home at the end of a very hectic day to paradise, peace and quiet, the sound of silence, literally, and just being at one with nature. So we are going to go and just have a fabulous explore of this. It's 13.7 acres. Can you imagine just how private and sanctuary feel that actually is? And of course, this fabulous great big driveway that takes us to a really comfy, and I'm going to use that word a lot because it feels a comfy property. We've got a brilliant farmhouse and it is just nestled with yumminess. So before we go in and have a look, make sure you press that little subscribe button and press that notification bell so you will find out about fabulous other properties just like this one. So let's go in, we're going to have a fabulous explore. We didn't get very far, did we? Just before we go into the house, I just wanted to let you see that we've got just a really lovely dam feature, if you like, just at the entrance into the house. Beautiful big rock walls. So that will fill in the wet season and it'll look luscious and beautiful. And then we've got a lily pond on the other side too. But as we come in, we've actually got a circular driveway. So you can go into the house that way and park at the door, the back door, or we can go in this way and also park in the shed or at the back door. About a quarter acre, fenced, fully fenced for little animals or children. So we're gonna get a beautiful rain tree. Oh my goodness, that's a gorgeous tree. We're gonna head in that way and we're gonna have a good old explore. I promise we're going there this time. This is just going to be, we're doing the outdoors for the indoors only because it's 13.7 acres and there was just so much to see. But as always, there's lots and lots of different ways that we can get into a property. We've got about 3 different gates, different positions for the bit that's fenced just around the house. But look at this, dripping with passion fruit, absolutely brilliant. And this, we've got little names, little cute names for all the different areas on the property, the whole property. But this is Citrus Grove, so this is just the scent of all the lemons or the oranges, you know, when they're in bloom, will be absolutely beautiful at different times of the year. And then we can see the big rain tree. That is just, if you Google rain tree, it is just one of Australia's iconic trees. They're just unbelievably beautiful. We are getting there. We're nearly there. We're nearly at the entrance. Shed, we will explore that in just a little minute. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Wow. That is just dripping with lemons. So it's a bit of a taste to come, as it were, because we spoke before about self-sustainable living. There's so many fruit trees, there's so many herbs, there's so many just luscious things that you can eat, that all the bones are here for you to develop, or of course just enjoy it as it is. So this is our back door entrance, as it were, and we're going to go in and have a good old explore. So as always, there's 25 million different ways to get into a property. So I hope I haven't confused you. I've just tried to show you all the different fabulous options that there are. So we can come in the back door. We'll have a look at those veggies in a little bit. But we have got plenty of outdoor, and I mean plenty of outdoor undercover living. So when we came in this gate, we've got plenty of space out here. We've got a day bed or a bedroom just here. We've got a living area or another sort of indoor outdoor space just here. And again, if you have a look, we've got garden views all the way round. It is just like, it's like being in your own little resort. So I mentioned the word comfy. Now, when you feel what a property is like, it has a feel, it genuinely has a feel. And you would come home at the end of the day and you may have had the busiest job on the planet, or you just get up in the morning and you just want to relax, but you're not standing on ceremony. Everything is just comfy, it's relaxed, and you really can just be yourself. I know that might sound like not a great thing to say, or a funny thing to say rather, but it's relaxation, it's joy. We've got magic, and I mean magic, farmhouse style kitchen, and it does feel like a little farmhouse. It's cute. We've got stainless steel appliances, we've got plenty of cupboard space, we've got a magic great big gas cooker. Just imagine all the things that you could do on that. And then from an orientation point of view, we've actually got living space in here. Upstairs, we've got the master wing and another bedroom. And of course, we came in we came in the other way, but this is our back door, and we've got 2 bathrooms, or 2 toilets and a bathroom just there, which we will have a look at. So if we have a look in here, really interesting living space. So we've got split level, and what I really want, and I really hope you can feel this, we have got lots of natural light and we have got garden views. Look at that. We hear nothing. I mentioned at the beginning about silence is golden, or the sound of silence. And that's what we've got. We've got garden views, we've got sun coming in, glorious day bed, just, I know that's really bright out there. But you could be sitting here reading a book or just relaxing. And of course, gorgeous, which don't come with the property, but beautiful, big, vibrant pictures. And these doors, farmhouse style doors. So which way shall we go? Shall we go into the dining area? We're here. Again, it just feels like we've got a great big living space. This is another bedroom. The bedrooms are air conditioned. So again, it's nice and, you know, nice and bright. Good old solid block. And just under our head, this I love. Custom designed, as you can see. It's not a stock standard staircase, and I think it's mango wood. Don't know if it's come from this particular property, but look at this. Where else are you going to find a staircase that has got so much character? Absolutely fabulous. So we're going to head up those stairs and I'm going to meet you at that master. Oh my goodness, is it a master? How fabulous is that, coming up those mango staircases? There's probably a story in that somewhere. Fabulous walk-in robe with all the space in the world, and of course we talk about character filled. Love those little knobs. Character filled with a VJ on the ceiling. But how much character? Let's just go all the way around here. How much character in your master bedroom, would you actually like? And of course, all beautiful, brilliant views out to the garden. So we've got plenty of ventilation, we've got fly screens, we've got air conditioning, and this is your kingdom, if you like. Remember, we said we're on about 13.7 acres, and you really do feel like there's not another soul in the world. The trees, manicured lawns, tropical gardens, veggies, fruit trees, it just has everything. But if you're lying in bed and you're looking out here, oh, look at that. You have the view out to the rain tree. That is just unbelievably glorious. Angela, stop it. But this is like a resort in itself. You know, we've got a little library, we've got a little sitting area, and again, it's just joyous. So we are going to head back downstairs. I'm going to show you the bathroom, the separate second toilet, and then we're going to head out to where we pointed at the beginning, with that veggie area and all the little bits and fruit, and then we're going to have a wander through the garden. Love this whole indoor outdoor feel. You know, you're just not hemmed in. You can be out there pottering in that little bit of garden, you could be out there, you could be cooking, you could be sitting just relaxing or reading. But this is just, that's a special spot. Love that spot. So this is where we've got we've got a bathroom with a toilet, and then we've got a separate toilet. So it's almost like him and hers. So if you come in here, we've got all the joy, all the vibrancy. Just think that's just fabulous. Big shower. It's an original shower, but it's one of those ones where you could actually have a bath. Do you remember when you had the old style shower bases that are deep enough that also doubles as your bath? We've got a nice wooden bench top there, and of course we've got a separate toilet which is just behind here. Just come pop your little head round so you can see. Oops. So your toilet there, and then behind us we've got a nice big mirror and another vanity, and of course a separate loo, so you can just pop your head in there, and then I'm going to meet you out the back. How great is that, having a him and hers toilet? I think it's just a little bit special. Now, we spoke about veggies and fruit, and I don't know if you actually noticed the little platter that was on the bench top in there. It's all stuff from the garden. So we've got basil. Ooh, we've got all sorts of little chilies, sweet potato, more basil, and these. If we can see them, look at this, look at this, look at that. That is a kuka melon, and can you believe it? It's actually, it's a cross between a melon and a cucumber. Can you believe that? And it is absolutely prolific. A whole bunch of little chilies and bits and pieces in there, and of course we've got a big undercover, excuse me, I shouldn't eat and speak at the same time, undercover living pretty much all the way around the house. And this here is the bore pump, so we have an endless supply of water. It's just magic, absolutely magic. We're going to head over to the shed, and then we're going to go down for a very special surprise. The shed, oh my goodness, this is just a brilliant shed. And of course, depending on which way you come in, you're a circular driveway, which is just really handy. You know, if you come in that way, you can just drive straight in, or if you come round that way, you can just plop your car, you know, and take your shopping in or out. That's if you go shopping. You may just actually make everything here yourself. So, big work shed, all undercover, plenty of space. You've even got another little baby shed within your shed. So hobbies, just relaxation, or just everything that you need for doing the things that you want to do. And then carport. So we've got a carport here. This goes, we'll just walk all the way through, because at the end of the carport, there is more bits of shed. And we've got bits of whippersnapper. We'll come back to that. And space here too, that we can come in just from the outside. We can actually sort of pretty much drive through it, where we can keep a lawnmower and all the other little bits and bobs. We've always got bits and bobs. And this, look at this. This is a fabulous, wow, we've got ducks and we've got chickens and probably lots and lots of eggs. Just imagine those fresh eggs every morning. My goodness. So we're going to head back round to that very special spot. I'll meet you there in about 3 seconds. This garden just never ceases to amaze. There's tropical plants, you know, there's gingers and heliconias, but there's beautiful rainforest, and of course all the fruit trees that you could ever imagine. A big mango tree here, just ready to create fruit. It's all the new flushies of growth at this time of year, and that looks like a star apple. So again, they're all mature trees. So if you've got a mature tree, you're going to get fruit from it. Little brilliant fire pit, complete with lots of bits of firewood, ready for those really chilly. You know, you'd find that hard to believe today, but those chilly nights. And you can get a sense of that driving circle, and of course the house. So this we've got a really special thing, and I can't really talk about it till we get there, but you can probably guess. But the property size from where we really came in all the way to the back is, it's about 450 meters approximately, so nearly half a kilometer from the front gate to the very end is your boundary line. I mean, that is almost quite impossible to take in. And then we've got just beautiful manicured lawns, we've got open sunny space, and I reckon if you were into putt-putt, you could have your little golf, your little own little private mini golf course. That is just magic. So just breathe that in, and I'm just going to meet you about 10 meters in that direction. These little callistemon, beautiful plants, beautiful plants. Now, the property, it's sort of like a wildlife reserve. It's not, but all the little animals make it their home. And I mentioned at the beginning about it just being at one with nature. So you will find striped possums, you will find wallabies, you'll find pademelons, or you won't find them, they'll just be here. And then there's almost the echidna, the elusive echidna, one of the Australian icons. There's a little semi-resident one called Peggy. So if you see Peggy, just let it do its little bit, and she'll be merrily on her way. But that is just such a special part of the world. Now, this really deserves a drum roll. We have a permanent creek, absolute permanent creek. So if we come down here, look, and this now I can share. This actually takes us up and over to the other side of the property. So if you imagine, and you can imagine because you can hear that. I hope you can hear that. We can hear it. That is absolute, genuine, real running water on your property. So if we've got about 140 meters that way, from the front gate all the way to the back, the creek runs sort of across, almost to across the property. So we've probably got about 140 meters. That's 140 meters. From there, all the way along there. And the house is just there. Now just take that in for a minute. And as I said, I don't know where else in the world you're going to find something as special and as magical as this. You're going to have Lake Hitcham rainbow fish. You're going to have little yabbies, cherubin, which are like giant sort of freshwater prawns, and probably 8 million other little gorgeous things that you can eat or you can catch. But the swimming holes, they will be all the way up and down here, and you can probably just jump in up to here in the warmest of warmest days, and already there's probably 2 or 3 degrees of a difference between up at the house where you're growing your veggies and down here in amongst this. This is priceless. This is absolutely priceless. And if you were to walk across there, or you could even put a little trumbull bridge or something, you have got about another 300 meters roughly from front to where the creek starts. It's about 100, and then about another 300 over the creek. So that is rainforest, open sunny combination, and it's all yours, so you're not going to have any neighbours. Oh my goodness. So we're going to head back up in that direction, and we're going to head back up to the house. is just truly, truly magnificent. You know, having permanent creek water on your land is priceless actually. And of course you've got the joy of all that gorgeous sparkly sun. So we did a loop around the house when we came in with the driveway. There's also a nice easy walking loop, if you like, around about the house. So we've come up from the creek, we came down from that side of the chicken pen and the gardens, and then there's a few different ways that we can go. We can go straight back up there. That will take us to the back of the shed. Just pop a little head up here. So that takes us up to the back of the shed. Or we can do a slightly bigger loop, and promise I'm not going to walk the whole way with you because it's a bit of a long way because you've got 13.7 acres. We can come along here. Oops. And that takes us up to another gate. And then if we open that gate and we go up, that takes us to almost like the right hand side of the property, if you like. So I'm just going to meet you up there so I can show you before we do a quick wrap up. And the gate that we looked at further down the pathway is just here, and it again opens up into this other magic big bright sunny area, and we can just walk back round to the house. So again, if you look on the map, I'll be able to share all this with you in person anyway, but if you look on the map, this is the right hand side that you will see. The creek runs across that way. I'm a female, so I'm probably showing you this it's the way that I think anyway. And then we've got the great big long boundary down the other side. So we're going to head over that way, back to the house, and we're going to do, I promise, a quick wrap up. What a fabulous property. And we have literally come full circle. So I've taken you on the circular tour, if you like. We started just here at the bottom of the driveway, and we came all the way round, and then we went via the shed, and then we went to the chicken pen, and then we went down where you could play a little golf, and then we looked at the creek, and then we came all the way back up around here, which is, if you look at the top entrance, is down over that way. So why would you buy this property? Oh my goodness, well, 13.7 acres. So you really do have your own national park, you have your own wildlife, you have your own privacy. And if you wanted to escape the rat race, well, you can hear nothing apart from birds and butterflies, bird song. It's one of these properties where you come in and you literally do feel as if you have just won lotto. You know, you've just gotten something really lucky out of life, because these things, they absolutely feed the soul. And we are only about 20 minutes into, 15-20 minutes into Kuranda village, and about another 15 minutes down into Smithville shopping centre. So come in your driveway, You can go around your circle whichever way you want and you are home. It is just a priceless, priceless property. So give me a call, Angela Martin, 0403 788 187. Visit the website, AngelaMartin.TV. Don't forget to press that little subscribe button and notification bell if you want to see other fabulous lifestyle properties just like this one before they hit the market.